Do you still not know what to get your dad for Father's Day? Well, you've come to the right place, because today we're taking a look at gifts from Spigen for under $30. That of course includes tough cases, wallet cases, because that's totally a dad thing to use, one of the best car mounts I've ever used, and even a wireless speaker. Don't you worry, I've got you covered. So let's check it out. This is what we're looking at today. 6 different cases ranging from the toughest of them all to the clearest of them all. A small but very useful upgrade for any case or naked phone. The best car mount I've used to date and still use in my own car. And this tiny speaker that packs a huge punch and volume. Starting with the cases, if your dad is a handyman or at least tries to be one, then he's usually around some pretty intense equipment. This may look small, but it can cause some serious damage, which is why he needs his phone protected at all times. Or else his phone will face the same fate mine did without a case on, a cracked screen. And that's why I recommend the Spigen Tough Armor, their top of the line protective case, dual layer protection with a TPU sleeve and hard plastic jacket around the outside. Combine that with that juicy thick lip around the front screen and the air pocket corners on the inside, you can drop, throw, and forget about your phone without breaking a sweat. The matte black model with the soft coating is my favorite for the added grippy texture. Along with the hard defined edges and minimal bulk, you actually sort of forget you've got a tough case on. For added favorite child points, there is a kickstand around back, although it's made of a flimsy plastic, it does the job good enough, just like most of your dad's home hardware projects. If you know he hates all things bulky though, or he just has small Asian hands like I do, the Rugged Armor Extra converts a lot of the bulk on the tough armor and throws it into the corners instead. A single flexible piece of TPU prides itself on these shoulder pads to protect your phone from short drops. Much thinner and lighter than the tough armor, although you're not getting as tough of a case. It's a trade-off if your dad loves all things slim. The matte finish doesn't grease up in the hand and the buttons provide a tactile response. For the tough options, my opinion is go big or go home with the tough armor, but if you really have tiny hands, the Rugged Armor Extra is the next best thing. Moving on to the baller dads out there who have too much money and nowhere to store it, there's the Wallet S. Although it's a synthetic leather, it's still got the style of the real deal. It can fit up to 3 cards with a large stash pocket. You've got enough room to ditch all those loyalty cards and just carry the essentials. And as a bonus, when your dad is bored of staring at all the money he doesn't have, the case doubles as a stand to comfortably watch videos of other people with money. This comes in very useful for your dad's hands-free activities or just to keep the crying baby distracted. The magnetic latch keeps the whole case closed up, and the best part about folios are the 360 degrees of protection it provides. When fully packed, it will add quite a bit of girth to your pocket, so for those who want a slimmer version, the Slim Armor CS is the toughest alternative. It's very reminiscent of the Tough Armor, but this Sly Guy has a slide out door that hides up to 3 cards and maybe some dollar bills for those dad's night out at the club. You're getting very similar protection as the Tough Armor though, with a thick lip around the front screen, air pocket corners on the inside, and a dual layer TPU sleeve interior and a hard plastic jacket exterior. The slight trade-off between the two is the added bulk, as it has to accommodate the size of 3 additional cards. But in perspective, your dad no longer has to carry around that bulky wallet with receipts from 2001. Moving along, if you've got a techie for a dad and he loves showing off that fact, a clear case is your best bet and the Ultra Hybrid is the way to go. A single piece hard clear back with the contrasting bumper. My favorite goes to the, you guessed it, matte black though, as it doesn't grease up as easily as the glossy choice. But the point of this case is to show off what you've got. A clear back panel that lets your phone shine through. It's slim, offers a lip around the front screen, and although the clear back plate may grease up, the matte black bumper feels comfortable to hold in the hand. Now it won't cover his ass in extreme conditions, but if your dad's a techie, I doubt he's ever in any. For a clear case, you can't ask for much else. Finally, this one's for the dads who just don't give a shit. They'll use a case because you told them it's a good idea, but won't go out of their way to get one themselves. And that's why the Thin Fit is the best case for the IDGAF dads. A no frills, minimal, but super creepy case that at most offers lay on table protection. It's unapologetically simple, exactly how your dad likes to spend his time off. Again, the black thin fit model being my go-to case, it comes with a soft coated finish. It feels kind of sticky to the hand, but not like I dropped my keys under my seat and found gum kind of sticky, but instead I feel confident holding this case one-handed and how comfortable it is to hold because it doesn't even feel like I have a case on. And that's the beauty of slim cases. You've got a raised lip around the camera and fingerprint reader, a slight lip around the front screen to keep it scratch free, and that's it. It'll be a gamble every time you drop your phone, but that's a trade-off for the extra comfortable experience while it's still in your hand. Next up, it's not a case per se, but it'll work with most cases or even without one. This is a kickstand you'll find on the Ultra Hybrid series, but now kicking on its own. If your dad's stubborn about keeping the case he bought from Dollarama, you can at least upgrade its game by adding a magnetic kickstand to it. It keeps a low profile so you barely notice it's there, the metal construction gives off a premium feel, and most importantly, it works really well. Snapping closed during storage, it doesn't flip-flop around, and for its size, it holds its ground quite well. The best part is even if your dad hates every case you throw at him, you can just attach this straight onto the phone. It's one of those features you didn't know you needed until you've gotten to actually use it. He'll appreciate the hands-free experience for all his other handy activities. Next is something all dads who are obligated to drive their kids around will appreciate, a car mount. I've been using the Spigen KUEL AP12T for over 5 months now, and I've converted friends and family to do so as well. Why? Well, 2 reasons. The ability to adapt to almost any phone with any case on, and the adjustability and positioning combined with the fact it's not going anywhere once you've tightened it in place. Yeah, no more fussing around getting your phone docked while your kid nags you about whether you're there yet. There are rubber pads on the inside of the clamp which keeps your device scratch free. You've also got the choice to go from standard portrait to landscape with just a twist and it'll stay right where you left it. It fits the Galaxy S8 Plus naked or with a case on, but don't worry, it'll also fit slimmer phones like the smaller Samsung S8 as well. And most importantly, holds it into place without it sliding around. Which matters when you're driving on big city roads like Toronto where it seems like no tax dollars go into fixing any potholes. The adaptability completes the whole package though, being able to extend the whole arm and pivot the head on its ball joint. You're set to free this dock wherever you desire. Just like setting up though, removal is just as simple. Squeeze the triggers and you're off to that dreaded friend's kid's birthday party. Help your dad be the cool dad by having him bring the party to life with some classic tunes on the Spigen R12S wireless Bluetooth speaker. The kids will love the Justin Bieber, but your dad will just appreciate the drowning out of all the screaming kids. What makes it special is how small it is, fitting in the palm of my hand or more importantly, in the pocket of your dad's cargo shorts. You're able to connect wirelessly through Bluetooth or kick it old school with an aux cable. Just in case your phone battery is dying, this guy can take and read micro SD cards directly. Now that's a lot of ways to play in such a little package, which will also surprise you how loud it can get, easily filling a large room and most importantly, drowning out all the whining kids. To keep the simple and elegant look of it, they've included the buttons on the bottom. Yeah, the bottom. By tapping on the corresponding edge, it'll click it underneath, which means you'll never misclick again. And finally, although not the main reason I'd get this, there is a mic built in to allow you to answer calls directly from, which actually makes sense because that's totally a dad thing to do. If you still don't know what to get, well, you're fine. I'm just playing. A safe bet that means anyone's needs is the wireless speaker, because who doesn't love music? This baby can fill a room with Taylor Swift, and it conveniently fits in your dad's cargo shorts. I want to give a big shout out to Spigen for sponsoring the products and review. It's a huge support for what I do on this channel, but I had complete creative freedom, and all opinions expressed are from my own brain. That's it. If you love what you see and want to support me in creating more reviews, head over to our Patreon where I host giveaways, and any amount goes a long way. Like and subscribe if you want to see more, and leave a comment below letting me know what case you want me to review next. I rest my cases, docks, and speakers.